So yeah, let's just get this started. So everyone, at least informed, knows the news. All right, so here's Genesis 9, right? Pricing $99, so $100 for the first tier and $120 for the last tier, okay? And for Genesis 10, it starts at $125 and it hikes to $145. So you're thinking, ooh, a $25 pass increase is kind of crazy. But, let's look at what they've added since the last event, because they always list these benefits and stuff like that, right? So you have a hall stage for finals. The arcade and stuff is still open during finals. It's open for all 3 days, 9 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. You got the artist alley, the whole arcade, decent selection of side games along with the main titles, right? So what do you get for Genesis 10? You get more main games. You get more side games. Tetris! Woo! You get 24-hour venue access. Finals in the theater, okay? And more floor space for vendors and artists. You have more main games. You have the addition of the Street Fighter 6, the Tekken 8. No Mortal Kombat here, but they might add that as a side event. I wouldn't be surprised if that would get added in the side event portfolio, truthfully, right? And people are bitching about a $25 price hike to enter this tournament, okay? I'm just gonna spell it out for you all, okay? So at least for where I live. So I live in Northwest Ohio, and if I want to fly and not have a chance of having to jump off the plane to make it to California, which means we're avoiding Spirit Airlines, it will cost me between $400 and $600, plus a probably $200 a night hotel for 3 nights. You're gonna start to notice how insignificant $25 is, right? I'm not saying that $25 is insignificant. It can go a long way. That's a whole 2 meals, 3 if you're frugal, from certain restaurants, or just if you're making food yourself, right? But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, a $25 pass price increase for the amount of amenities that they're offering. I'm saying this is a tournament organizer who has an event in a space that we're renting out in Toronto, in Canada, for that matter, coming up in a few months, plus attending and being a part of planning other previous LAN events and seeing the behind the scenes for securing space and making sure that we're pricing fairly. Snow is Infinite's taking a loss. It's a pretty hefty loss, at least financially, and without the help of other generous community members, we would be going very negative on running that event. So we are losing money. Each competitor pass you buy for Snow is Infinite, we lose money. Each spectator pass, we are losing more. So I just want to point that out, right? And of course, that's a kind of local scale thing compared to Genesis 10, where after a few days of registration being open, there are already 600 people who purchase these passes. It's not an apples to apples comparison, but, I have the experience. I've been in the shoes of looking for space, helping try to secure the space. And, I know how this goes, and especially if you've seen the tweets from Jabali, the owner-operator of CEO Gaming, those Florida fighting game tournaments. Have you seen how expensive internet is alone? Just internet in these venues, going into the near halfway to $1 million for 3 days of high-speed broadband at one of these venues. I think you can understand why $125 for a pass that pretty much grants you the experience of a fully fledged convention. You're getting convention experience levels for this tournament, plus you're paying to compete with all the rented setups. Those rented setups wouldn't need to be there if it wasn't a tournament in addition to providing a convention experience, renting out convention halls. You want to see prices for other conventions, okay? A comparison that you can make, very easy one, is a competitor pass for Genesis being similar to a premium pass for DreamHack, right? If you want to go to DreamHack San Diego, it's going to cost you $180 for this premium pass, okay? That's even more money for this. You look at fucking TwitchCon, right? Which is happening right now as I'm speaking. You look at TwitchCon Las Vegas, and we look at the ticket prices. It's $229, it's $100 more, right? And you don't even get to play in Twitch Rivals. You just get to sit and watch people who are like mid at best at video games play them. Not the best players in the world at your esport. And of course, these events have larger budgets because they are charging you more money, right? They can afford decor like this, but that doesn't take away from the Genesis experience. Genesis is regarded as one of the best Smash tournament experiences throughout the entire time. So I don't get how people are gonna just go on Twitter and drop the bitch, what is this venue fee, alright? You're fucking privileged, dude. Like, you're so privileged. You're privileged. TOs take losses to provide these cheap venue fees, right? If TOs were charging like DreamHack and all that in the Smash scene, this would be their job, right? They'd actually have a job in this, rather than like losing their own personal money on tournament expenditures. Like, people call insane or not, but I mean, the simple point is, register early. Don't register at the door, right? Because that just helps TOs account for their costs better. And that's why these price incentives are offered, right? You know, just buy your tickets early, plan for your vacation accordingly, and don't fucking spend money like an idiot when you're traveling. I'm guilty of this. I fucking bought like an $80 hoodie at Disneyland the last time I was in California. $80 for a shitty hoodie. Right? Everyone fucking falls victim to tourism, right? At least at one point in their life. But if you're smart about it, and you like have the actual Genesis experience, and you spend your money at like artist booths where you know you're actually supporting an individual, it's like a consumer to consumer type thing, and just helping support cool people, then and you budget for your tournament. I've seen a lot of arguments about this, saying the Smash players need to get jobs. It's like, I mean, $125 for what you can experience at Genesis would cost so much more at any other kind of event. I feel like Smash people think of their own tournaments, and they think of like, you know, the pricing for going to LMMM or something, when like fucking LMMM started at $65. Crazy for what it offers, honestly. Like a fucking beachside perk resort with, I think they have fucking water balloon dodgeball as an event. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, Smash TOs have worked so hard to keep these events as affordable as possible. And I understand you're not going to want to pay as much for this tournament as like going to like a focused convention. Like, I don't know, probably a few of you here would go to like Miku Expo or something, so I'll just say like that. Like, you probably don't want to pay as much for your Smash tournament as you do for like a Miku Expo tickets. But, you know, when you compare it on paper, especially to like the government, when these guys are filing taxes, I don't know why I just said that. I was just thinking of some like third-party authority. Like, it's the same shit. It's a convention. And maybe I'm just clouded from the perspective of like a tournament organizer, you know, where I will justify like these, like there may be the competing aspect of it, but it is, at the end of the day, it is a convention. They're held in convention halls. You just go to see people. I don't get these fucking tweets. Hey everyone, before you go, I have a quick announcement. So I decided that I'll try opening up a Patreon page if you guys want to be more involved in supporting the creation of the upcoming highlight reels from the subathon we did earlier this year, along with my anime review original content. It's something I was a bit hesitant about, but I think we're going to try it out and we're going to see how it works. I have 2 tiers. One of them just gives you early access by 1 week to all the new highlight reels and the edited content. I'm working on a new anime review right now, and there's a highlight reel in progress, so we finally secured a consistent editor for those. And a step-up tier will get you access to more in-depth things, such as early releases of discussion videos like this one, which need to be released on a more time-crunch basis. I edit them myself, as well as exclusive content to the Patreon, re-releases of old content that are not online anymore, stuff like that. It would really help out if you check it out. Anyways, with that said, if you enjoy these videos as well, and you can't support the Patreon, be sure to subscribe down below as well, and like the video. That helps out a lot, and check out the streams over on twitch.tv/edgete. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for watching.